Hello and welcome to the second of 36 races in the Left Turn Cup Series presented by NASCAR Talk America. And it was a great first race, but we are now here at Rockingham Speedway. It is cloudy, it's 64 degrees, one of my favorite tracks on the circuit. Definitely, it's probably my most intriguing track to watch on our schedule this season. And it should be a fun one today. We got Kurt Busch on the pole. And without further ado, let's get right into it as the cars start rolling off pit road. Here are my four favorites for the race. Kurt Busch, obviously your pole sitter, we got to put him there. Matt Kenseth in third. Don't know why I always feel like he was good at this track. And then in fourth place, we got Jeff Green. He's not necessarily a favorite. I just wanted to point out the fact that he's starting fourth here today. Not necessarily in top tier equipment, but sitting in fourth to start off the race. And then in fifth, Tony Stewart, of course, your Daytona 500 champion. Just got to point him out there. Seems to have a good car here, so we'll see how that plays out. But without further ado, we're coming off of turn 4, so it's about time to go green here. Rockingham, just the races I've seen here in real life, they're some of my favorite races, even though I didn't see them live. And we're about to see one live, or at least I am. And without further ado, Kurt Busch leads us to the green flag here at Rockingham. Alright, so before we get into this, I am literally one of the smartest human beings in the world. You want to know why? I put the desktop audio so low that you guys can't even hear the cars. Obviously in Daytona that was not a problem, but I decided to make it even lower than it was, and you guys can't even hear the cars. So now, throughout the first 9 races, when I mute my mic so you guys can hear the cars for the first lap, you guys can't even hear the cars. I deeply apologize. I'll put this disclaimer at the beginning of each video because I just want to remind you guys that it's my stupidity. But again, like I said, this is new. I'm learning a lot of stuff. I've already, fixed that problem, and so by the next race, by the 10th race or 9th race, Martinsville, I know that it will be back to normal. I apologize for that. It's really weird and stuff like that, but hopefully you guys can bear with me. And Kurt Busch leads the first lap of the race here. Had a great start. Jimmy Johnson also in second. Those two definitely had a great start here. We want to go ahead and look farther back in the field. Tony Stewart, your Daytona 500 champion, currently sits in third place. Dale Jr., he's someone who I had high hopes for at Daytona. Led a lot of the beginning of the race at Daytona. He sits in fourth place. It's like Matt Kenseth. He's one of my favorites. He's sitting on the outside. Jeff Gordon, and Mark Martin all sit there as well. Looking up front, Kurt Busch has gapped why did I almost say Jeff Johnson? Jimmy Johnson, he's gapped him by a couple car lengths, and now Tony Stewart looks at him. And we're going to go ahead and look a little bit back in the field as the lead looks a little bit safe here. Dale Jr. is kind of pulled away from this little pack here. Looks like Jeff Gordon's going to get around Jeff Burton. One of my, I don't count him as a favorite. I just wanted to point out he started fourth. Jeff Green, he looks to have lost his qualifying magic as he sits back in 10th place right now. Not a great start for him. Robbie Gordon's back here, and yeah, a lot of fun. I'm already liking the racing I'm seeing right now. Looks like it could be a good race here between Jeff Gordon and Dale Jr. This is for fourth place as he looks to the inside. He will take the position. Jeff Gordon up to fourth place here. Could he have a fast car today? He just ran just a little bit off his best lap of the race, as you just saw there. Tony Stewart, your Daytona 500 champion, has gotten around. Oh, shit. He has gotten around your leader, Kurt Busch. Sorry. Like I said in the first one, I'm still getting used to this. But look at that. Tony Stewart right on the tail of Kurt Busch. Could he go 2 for 2 in the series? He's just kind of sitting right there, right behind him. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to get him. Who knows? Looks to have lost a little bit of time there against Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch looks like he has a really fast car there, and I believe turn 2. But Tony Stewart gains in 3 and 4, so kind of an even battle here. Kurt Busch just has the track position. If you look at Kurt Busch's lap, the lap before he actually ran a pretty slow lap. This lap he ran close to his best lap so far, so a good improvement, of course. A solid lead. An interesting battle here, but we're going to go ahead and look back through the field. Jeff Gordon has made his way up to 3rd place. I kind of alluded to it. He might have a fast car here. Jimmy Johnson sits in 4th. Now we got a 3-way battle here between Dale Jr., Mark Martin, and Jeff Burton. As Jeff Burton looks low, doesn't look like he's going to get to it there. Oh, sorry. As these 3 battle, doesn't look like anybody's getting much headway there, so we'll look a little bit farther back. Ricky Rudd looks like he's gaining on that one. There's one of our quote-unquote favorites, Jeff Green. He sits in 9th as Ryan Newman looks low. It's like Newman actually will probably get around him, I believe. No, actually didn't. Couldn't really tell by that angle. Newman sits in 10th. We got Matt Kenseth. He was up front earlier, I believe in 2nd if I'm not mistaken, and now he's back in 11th with Robbie Gordon on him, so looks like some issues there for the 17. Rusty Wallace, Ricky Craven, looks like a nice little group here, a pretty large group actually, as we look at the pace car because I'm a poo-poo head. And Kurt Busch, or sorry, Jeff Gordon. Obviously Kurt Busch has been out front, but Jeff Gordon has thrown his hat in the ring while we were gone. He passes Tony Stewart. I mean, I can't say, I like to say I didn't see this coming, but I actually did say he might have a fast car. He's been able to pass just about everybody. He is charged to the front. He looks inside. I think he's going to get that lead. He does. So Jeff Gordon is your leader. I think, if we're being honest here, I think he has the fastest. Look at his best lap compared to Kurt Busch. 2/10 faster than that of Kurt Busch. So Jeff Gordon, he might have the car to beat here today, as he is probably has the fastest lap of the race, and he is just pulling away from these guys. So Jeff Gordon fans, you might be getting yourself a win here today, and there's still a lot of race left as we're at lap 12 of 59. I think at that we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break of the day, and I'll see you guys when we return. Now, you may be wondering, what could I possibly have to advertise in the middle of a race besides my YouTube channel? Well, I guess since you're offering, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and comment down below. But that's not what this advertisement is about. This advertisement is about, well, an advertisement. So basically what this is I would like for you guys to comment down below what you guys want me to advertise. I can advertise your YouTube channel, I can advertise your Discord server, I can advertise your business, whatever you guys want me to advertise, I'll put it right here. And then you don't have to hear me talk in this weird tone, look at my beautiful face ever again. All you have to do is let me know what you want to advertise, and I'll put it in this section. And, well, if you guys don't want to put it on YouTube, you guys can add me on Discord at LFC, hashtag 4943, and you can just DM me what you want me to advertise on there. You can make your own advertisement, you can have me make the advertisement, it doesn't matter. Just let me know, and just remember, if you guys don't put whatever you want me to advertise in here, you have to watch this every single race. Just let that sink in. Now back to the video. And we are back, and nothing much has changed except for the pace. As if you look up there in the top right, Jeff Gordon has slowed down almost 3 seconds. Just 2 seconds, if we're being nice. 2 seconds off of his normal pace. But he still is your leader here. as just the tire wear is just insane. So we may be looking at a two-stop situation here, but all in all, tires are going to be pretty important in this race. But if we look farther back, Mark Martin's already on pit road, it looks like. But Tony Stewart sits in second place right now, and it looks like they're slowing down for a caution. I genuinely thought that as well. No, they're just that slow because of the tires. Tony Stewart's 3 seconds off his normal pace. Kurt Busch sits in third. He's also 3 seconds off. Looking farther back, Jeff Burton has found himself in fourth place. Everybody's a little bit spread out right here. Ryan Newman in fifth, Jimmy Johnson sixth, and seventh to Michael Waltrip, who hasn't really been anywhere today. Dale Jr., he sits in eighth. Jeff Green worked his way back up into the top 10. He's in ninth. Solid day for him. And Matt Kenseth. So going back to the lead here, I'm not going to say I'm not too disappointed. There was some good racing there early, but as the race goes on, generally it gets a little bit boring. Jeff Gordon has quite a bit of lead, and he's starting to gain on some lapped cars here. 25 laps into the race as he gets up to the 193. I couldn't tell you who that is. I'm pretty sure it's a fake person anyways. So I wonder if is Mark Martin actually having some issues here, because he was up in the top 10. I had assumed he pit for tires or something, but I think there might actually be an issue on the 6. Let's take a look here, actually. I kind of forgot I could do this. Where is he at? He is the 6 of Mark Martin. He's done, I believe. I believe he is on either in the garage or he's done for the day. So that's an unfortunate end to what seemed like a pretty solid day that was forming for Mark Martin. But here we go. Jeff Gordon's in more lap traffic as look at the 124 and 38 of Elliott Sadler. As he's kind of being blocked up here. He's definitely losing some time here to these lapped cars, or side by side, of course. And yeah, he lost 4 seconds on that one, but I think that was more. I think that was a combination of just being of tire wear and the slow cars in front of him. So here's what the main question is here. How long is it to pit? And will there be a second pit stop? Who knows? I'm just saying, these tires are wearing pretty bad. And I can't say that it definitely wouldn't be surprising to see. I guess we can put it that way. As here's another lapped car here, the 155. And just to look, let's see if we can get a look here. Let's see if there's a view that shows just how far in front. That car all the way back there, the orange car that's just getting out of the turn, that is Tony Stewart. So Jeff Gordon has amassed a pretty large lead here. There's Tony Stewart. And if we go even farther back, Kurt Busch, he's probably about the same distance behind Tony. And you got these two here battling it out. Actually, I think Ryan Newman got around Jeff Burton, so good job by him. Tony Stewart gets around lap traffic. Jeff Gordon still chilling up here. The clear favorite so far. Let's take a look around this field. I have a feeling pit stops are coming close, but we can try real quick. We already looked at the top 10, so I won't make you look at it again. And looks like actually, are there people pitting? Because I think there actually is people pitting. We'll wait till after pit stops. I don't want to miss the pit stops here. Yeah, it's a pretty boring race, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I want to go ahead and we'll try and do my rendition of Crank It Up, or we'll just go on board. We're gonna go on board with Jeff Gordon here at lap 31. I'll let you ride around with him for a little bit, and then hopefully it'll be time for some green flag pit stops. we go. Down pit road comes your leader, Jeff Gordon. I thought that 19 was about ready to get him. At lap 35 of 59. So I would say that's pretty well. No, 30 was, about 29 was about the halfway point. So yeah, they will be able to make it to the end here. We're on Jeff Gordon. I think most people seem to be pitting. Could be mistaken. Let's take a look. There's Tony Stewart. He was in second. Yep, most of the people right now are pitting. Looks like, was that the 18 stayed out? I'm not sure if he was on the lead lap, though. And it looks like a lot of people coming in. We got to get back to the 24, though, as he rolls off in first place. I mean, he had such a good lead that it didn't really affect, you know, the fact that he, the pit, I guess. I'm sorry, math is hard. But it does look like we do actually have somebody who stayed out. Not sure where he is. It would be the 9 of Bill Elliott. I don't think he's going to do very well. I have a feeling that, obviously Gordon's going to catch up to him, but probably already has, if we're being honest. Didn't mean to click on Bobby Labonte there. Sorry. And back to Gordon real quick. There he is. A lot of lap traffic. It's really hard to tell who's where and all of that. There's Bobby Labonte. He's your second place. I think he just got passed by Jeff Gordon. Yeah, Gordon is back in the lead. And to be quite frank, I don't even know who's in second. So we're going to kind of let everything fizz out here, and then we'll go through the field. I don't even know how we're going to do this because everybody's so spread out. It's going to be kind of hard to, but we can try our best. I think everybody has made their pit stop, so we're going to go ahead and go, like I said, through the field. So, starting with Jeff Gordon, he's clearly been the dominant car today. Unfortunately, I didn't pick him as one of my favorites, but we're 0 for 2 on the season, it looks like. But he's easily been the dominant car, and barring a caution, I don't see any reason why he shouldn't win this race. And as you look, he's back running his fast times. Moving on back through the field, it looks like second place still Tony Stewart, your Daytona 500 champion. Actually, looks like he might have gained a little bit on Jeff Gordon on pit stops, but doesn't seem to matter. Jeff Gordon's got the faster car, but Tony Stewart finishing 1-2 in his first 2 races, definitely something he's probably not going to cry about or be sad about. Moving on down through the field, a ways back is Ryan Newman in third place. Ryan Newman, he's worked his way up through the field. He seems to have a somewhat fast car. He hasn't had as fast as Gordon or Stewart, but sitting here in third, sits in a good spot to get some great points, and great job by him. Moving farther back into the field in fifth place, I think I skipped fourth, but so whatever. Fifth place, Kurt Busch. He was your pole sitter. He's just kind of throughout the day, kind of fallen back through the field, it looks like. But still, top 5. Considering he finished in last place at Daytona, I think he'll be fine with the top 5 finish today. Of course, I'm acting like there's not like 20 laps to go in the race, so we still got plenty of time for there to be a shakeup. Kevin Harvick sits in 33rd. Not a good race for him. Not sure what's going on there. I don't think he had a good Daytona either. In 6th place sits Jeff Green, one of my favorites. Had a great qualifying day. Seems to be a track this team really prepared for. And sitting in that AOL number 30 Chevrolet. Moving on back through the field. A lot of really spread out here. Jimmy Johnson, he was up front there a little bit. He's still in 7th place in the top 10. Solid day for him. Farther back, Michael Waltrip. He's in 8th place. He's looking to put together a great season, maybe trying to get a fresh start here with the Left Turn Cup Series, so always great to see him there. In 10th place, it skipped 9th, I guess, or maybe it's these two, Bill Elliott and Jeremy Mayfield. Let's go ahead and watch this battle here. It's an interesting battle here. It's about the only battle we've seen all day here between Jeremy Mayfield. Why did I keep on saying Jeremy Mayfield? Sorry. Ricky Rudd and Bill Elliott. Looks like Ricky Rudd will take the position as he sits in 9th place. Bill Elliott, 10th place. I'm still salty about his loss over at Daytona, but you know what? If he can just put together a great season, I'd definitely be happy to see it. A little even back as he's also running for position. I don't know why I thought he wasn't, but Matt Kenseth in 11th. He was up front there at some point, but just kind of fallen off. He doesn't have. He's about 5/10 off the leader's pace, so I guess I see why. But still, 11th place, I guess, is nothing to frown about. Here's Dale Jr. He's in 12th place. Looks like he's kind of gaining on Matt Kenseth here. He was one. He was up front. He's been in and out of the top 10, so great day for him. And I'm not even going to act like I know what Jimmy Spencer's been up to, but 13th place was a lot better than they're showing in the Daytona 500, so definitely not disappointed at that. Jerry Nadeau sitting in 14th place, solid day for him. We got Greg Biffle in 15th, the Biff, and look who's right behind him, Jeff Gordon. Your leader has lapped everybody up to 16th. The caution were to come out right now. Can it just please come out, please? Jeff Gordon, your leader, is about ready to lap the 16 of Greg Biffle, who is currently sitting in 15th. He just lapped Johnny Benson, right? Yes, Johnny Benson. I had to look at my paper real quick. Johnny Benson in the 10, he sits in 16th. Robbie Gordon, then Bobby Labonte in 17th and 18th. There's Jeremy Mayfield in 19th. Ricky Craven in 20th. Ken Schrader, I said this in Daytona, and I'll say it every time I see him. I met him in real life, and he sits in 21st. There's Tyler Labonte in 22nd. I don't know why I always say Labonte, but there's John Andretti. I know we skipped a couple there. There's Tony Stewart, your second place runner. Steve Park, he's there. There's Ward Burton, John Andretti, just going through the field here. We're just kind of go through. I'm not going to say anything about these guys. Mike Skinner, Scott Wimmer. Yes, Scott Wimmer. Ryan Newman, your third place driver. Kyle Petty in 28th. There's Kurt Busch, your fourth place runner. And Jeff Burton in 5th place. Kenny Wallace in 29th. Dale Jarrett in 30th. Rusty Wallace in 31st. Rough day for him. Dave Blaney in 32nd. Kevin Harvick, we said earlier, he's having a rough day as well in 33rd. There's Boris Said, the GOAT of NASCAR in 34th. Jeff Green in 6th. I think he was already there, but I still get excited every time I see him running well. Joe Nemechek in 36th. Am I stupid, or is he currently running in Hendrick Equipment running 36th? That is nothing like his son that isn't born yet. Jerry, right? Jack Sprague. There we go. 36th place. That dude in 37th, and then these are just filler cars. Nobody cares about these. So, yeah, that is what it's looking like with 9 laps to go. I think we want to look at Jeff Gordon here real quick just to make sure he still is alive. Yep, he's still alive and lapping the field. It looks like he's up to, what, 14th now? I believe it's 14th. I'm not sure. Oh, let's just look. Jerry Nadeau, yep, he's up to 14th. He's lapped all the way up to 15th. He is lapping 14th here pretty soon. But with just 9 laps to go, we're going to pull at NBC and have a late commercial break. Don't worry, I won't get as far as I usually do with the commercial break, but you're not missing much, so I guess you guys actually are probably looking forward to it. So, without further ado, see you guys after this break.
Man, this Nextel walkie-talkie phone is magic. I lost my helmet the other day, pushed this button, my helmet appeared. Magic.
New spark plugs are in.
See? It's magic.
That's not magic. This is magic.
No, that's sleight of hand. Get me a bunny. That's magic.
Sunday is race day. That's why the Domino's 555 deal is perfect. 3 medium pizzas, just $5 each.
I've got 3 pizzas here for Mr. NASCAR.
That's mine.
You're right. Mine would be for the king of NASCAR.
Really? Mine would be for the emperor of NASCAR.
Mine would be for the czar of NASCAR.
The grand poobah of NASCAR.
Generalissimo of NASCAR.
El Presidente de NASCAR.
King Daddy.
And we return with almost just 4 laps to go in the race. Jeff Gordon, you guessed it, is still your leader, and it looks like he's going to march to his first ever Left Turn Cup Series victory here at Rockingham in dominating fashion. Let's look back and see if we can find our second place driver, Tony Stewart. he's a ways back. Let me tell you, he's a ways back. So, battling with Jeremy Mayfield, he's probably like a lap down or something. And then all the way up here is, hold on, that wasn't a good time to do it. But all the way up here, probably honestly, what, half a lap in front of Tony Stewart, the second place driver right now. I mean, Gordon's been the class of the field. I said it. I didn't think he actually would end up being the class of the field, but look at him today. He's led the most laps. He's looking like he's ready to get his first win of his career, and obviously not his career, but you guys get what I mean. His first in this series, and more power to him. He could be a championship favorite this year. He definitely probably wants to be the first champion of the series, and I don't blame him. I want to be too, but I'm not in this, so that's tough. Let's take a look. He's lapped up to 13th, and Jimmy Johnson is away. Jimmy Johnson wasn't even in the top 10. Kind of fell back a little bit. That's interesting. Wonder what happened there. He's actually up. He's lapped up to 14th still. Oh yeah, he's lapped up to 14th. So Jimmy Johnson's in 13th. Okay. And here we go. Coming to the white flag. As it crosses the line, it's one lap to go. Sponsored by the NASCAR Sim League. Yeah, I know I changed it. It's because I meant to do it last time, but actually I said NASCAR Talk America and didn't feel like redoing it, so there's that. Anyways, we're on the last lap. Jeff Gordon comes to the backstretch. I don't know. There's nothing much else to say. He's just been really dominant today. Could we get used to this? I don't know. I'd like to see a little bit more racing, but it's just been nothing but 59 laps of pure Jeff Gordon, except for the first 10. But anyways, here he comes off of the final turn. Jeff Gordon will win at Rockingham. Moving on back through the field, we go ways back and find Tony Stewart. You can count just now finishing his lap. A ways back was that. That was the Sharpie 97 in third place. Or actually fourth place. Looks like Jeff Burton got around him. Kurt Busch. And then behind him, maybe, is that Newman? Wonder what happened to Newman. There he is, fifth place. So there's your top five, and let's go ahead and finish this off as Jeff Gordon obviously won. There you go, 10 seconds, basically 11 seconds was the gap between first and second. Only 13 people finished on the lead lap, and honestly, Gordon was getting pretty close to Johnson. So there is your finishers. Bill Elliott finishes on the lead lap along with Jeff Green. Dale Jr. in 8th place. That's nice. Just kind of going around here. Yeah, solid day for these guys, and a lot of people finishing a lap down, though. A lot of people. If you guys want to see, I'm going to kind of speed through these results here. It'd be easier if I just go here. There's your results. Alrighty. That is it for this race. There's that. Moving on, that second place finish was probably pretty huge in the standings here for Tony Stewart. Yeah, he's got himself a 37-point lead on Matt Kenseth, who is second in the points. Then Bill Elliott, third place in the points. Shout out to him. Ryan Newman and Jeff Gordon to make out your top five, and then you guys can look at the rest here. Tony Stewart is looking like the current favorite. I'm going to go ahead and go down. Remember, you guys can pause it at any time to look at whoever you want to look at. And there you go. Greg Biffle just inside the top 20. Here's the rest of that. Go ahead and pause that. And then going to the final area here. Just a bunch of guys except for Brett Bodine that you don't care about. I guess Hermie Sadler as well. And yeah, that is it. That is all for this race. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you guys predicted the winner correctly. I sure as hell didn't. And be sure to go ahead. If you guys want to see the stats, I'm keeping track of wins and top fives. I guess maybe top tens. I honestly forget what I did. And yeah, that's all I got. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.